Good evening and welcome to another Timberborn experimental experiment video. In the last one, I asked whether there was any experiments you wanted to see to do with the moisture in particular, and the one that kept popping up was, do levees affect the moisture? So this is going to be a shorter video. We're just going to cover that to see whether they do or not, see how it works and how it goes. So we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to build a 3x3. We're going to build a 5x5 and another 5x5 and then another 5x5. And this is because I have a few different tests I want to do here. I'm going to do another 3x3 down here as well. Let's detonate all these out. Pop, pop, pop. And the reason I'm doing the 5x5s is because obviously we need the levees around them. But I need to do a couple of things in here as well. So a couple of different ways of doing things. I'm also going to, because I have actually prepped this a little bit here, do this. So this is actually going to be blown out like this, and this is going to be blown out like this here. Okay, so we're going to detonate this here. And I'm doing the little holes in the center because I need to fill them all completely evenly. And if I don't, then these ones won't build here for a reason. You will see in just a moment. So this is going to be our control. This is going to be a standard 3x3 with just water in it. This is going to be 3x3 and we're going to cover it over. Now, I know covering with platforms doesn't have any effect, but I want to show it just to make sure, you see that. It was something I tested in the last episode, but I didn't actually show it on screen. So yeah. So we're going to do this here, put like that. So that's just got the edges with the floor will be just solid, just dirt. This is going to be the same, except the floor, just in the 3 in the center, is going to be levees. And this one is going to be the same, except the floor in the center is going to be completely solid. So, yeah. But I don't know why I'm going around like that for them, just to make everything look nicer. And I need to get rid of that one there because I messed that up there. Boom. Okay, let's pause the game. So this one, just normal ground. This one is normal ground with a levees all around the outside. This is normal ground with levees around the outside and on the floor pieces. And this is a 5x5 hole with levees all around. So the corner pieces are also filled. What I should do really is block down the side of these so you can see what we mean by. So let's detonate those out here. That won't have any effect on the water whatsoever. Boom, boom. Okay, let's go. Let's let them fill up there. So yeah. So you can see down here. I should probably blow up a little bit more than that. Let's pause that again as well. Let's do this here so we can have a nice cutaway so we can see what's happening. There we go. Right, so we'll let this fill up here. I don't want it to overflow, but I just want them to all fill evenly to about as high as we can get. So we'll go there. That'll do. And then we will remove the objects in here. And we will put in, for these ones, dirt. This one's going to have a levee. And this one's going to have a levee. So this one is our standard everyday test 3x3 hole. This is a 3x3 hole with levees around the outside. This is a 3x3 hole with levees around the outside and on the bottom. And this is a 3x3 hole, well, this is a 5x5 hole, but shrunk to a 3x3 with levees all around. So the levees aren't just they're not just one floor, they're 2 tiles down. And this one is a 3x3. And but what I'll do is we'll put in the stream gauge. Okay, finish now. And then I'm going to pause. Unpause and pause so we can see. So this is at 0.79. This is 0.79, 0.79, 0.79, and 0.79. Okay, so we can now get rid of that. We can platform over this one here, and we don't need to see what's going on this one here. We can just leave it, and we can see the water level as we can sort of go under the map and see the water level where it is here. So we'll know. Spoiler: this one drains the same as this one. Covering them doesn't have any effect. So, but these ones are interesting. These ones are very interesting. So let me unpause the game here, and you'll notice something straight away. Oh, the water's going to do the bubbly bubble thing. That's fine. We're not looking at the highest depth, we're looking at the current depth, so they'll level out, that's fine. But you'll notice the land isn't moist over here. It is here. It is here. This one is very clearly affecting. You see the circle here? This one is very clearly affecting, but this one is not. So if you encase water completely with levees, you will get no moisture. You'll get no moisture transfer whatsoever. So we'll let them go for a minute, and I'm going to come over here. I am on a slightly different map as well, by the way. I've made the map much longer, and all these ruins here are spaced out 10 at a time, just so I have kind of a ruler to see what's going on there. I want to do some experimentation with crops and things, but that's not this video, that's another video. So, but if we come over here, and we were to detonate a, let's do a 5x5 to, actually, hold on. Let's do this near the edge of the map, shall we? Let's do this near the edge of the map. So the bad tide that I'm going to put in here can actually pour out. So we'll make it 5 wide, and we'll do it that long, and we'll detonate this. Okay. And what I actually want to do is I want to put in that there, and then down the sides like this. So this would be a normal bad tide channel. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. So this would be a normal bad tide channel. We'll put in a bad water source right here. That is going to produce bad water, and let's head right around to daytime so you can actually see it. There we go. Much better during the day. This is causing a lot of bad. It is causing 10, 9, 8, 7 tiles worth of bad water coming out here. Okay. So to stop that, well, you can't levy around the edges because that doesn't work. So we're levying on there, we're levying on there, we're levying on there, and it might come in a little tiny bit because now technically the water's only 3 wide rather than 5 wide, so it might come in a tiny amount, but it's not a lot. Look, it comes in 1 tile. Actually, it comes in quite a lot. Actually, it comes in way further than I thought. Way further than I thought. Wow. Okay, so a single wide levy actually does have an effect. There you go. There you go. So it's only 1 wide. So that's actually way more effective than I thought it was going to be. However, it still is getting bad, which means if you put crops here, they would die. So to fix that, you can go down 1 deeper. So if we remove all of these here, we'll just get rid of all of the that. If we go down another level here with explosives, so we'll blow the entire thing out like that. Go. And then we put the levees in. In fact, I think we can just get away with the levees on the ends. If I'm honest with you, I think this will work. So we do this here like that. Speed up time. The bad water will go completely away on the edges because there's no way for it to get through the second level here, and it can't soak up. Technically, this soil here is bad, but you can do this, and you don't even need to necessarily have levees on there. You can channel out like that, and providing you have levees too deep, 2 levees, it stops all bad tide. It will stop all moisture as well, so it isn't very effective for a river, but for a bad tide river, that's very good. It means you can run crops right up against the edge of it. You can put power walls in here. You can do everything. 2 deep levees, fantastic. You probably know that exists already, but I didn't. So there we go. And I discovered that when I did this here. So yeah. Okay. So this has been going for a couple of days here. Let's see now. Right. So this is on. Right. Let's pause the game so it doesn't change as we're doing it. 0.68. This is on 0.68. This is on 0.68. This is on 0.68, and this one here would also be on 0.68 because it's exactly the same as the one above it because it evaporates at the same speed. So in conclusion for this one here, having levees does not at all affect the moisture evaporation or irrigation rate. So yeah, this one surprised me. This makes sense because it's soaking into the ground and going around. That's fine. This one's soaking into the ground around. This one can get into the ground from the corners. This one here I would have thought would have held the water for way longer. So I'm not sure what calculations they're using to figure out how evaporation actually works in the game, because it's not surface area, because a bigger surface area should evaporate faster. but it doesn't do that. A 9x9 with 1 deep evaporates slower than a 3x3 with 1 deep. So it should evaporate. Well, it should evaporate at the same speed, to be honest with you, because it's the surface area is bigger, but there's more water. So really, if it was all based on how much it was evaporating from the surface, it should do that. But it's all based on edge numbers, and it seems like the game doesn't care whether it's a levee or soil when it comes to actual evaporation. Not evaporation, irrigation, moisture loss, water loss. It doesn't care if it's levee or if it's solid ground or whatever. It just doesn't seem to care. But it does for moisture transfer, which is very weird. So yeah. A much shorter video, but I just wanted to show that that's there. And as I said, this doesn't make any difference here whatsoever. Let's super speed time for a bit. Super speed time. We'll go through a couple of days just so I can show you. This is going to go down to a certain amount. I'll do with 0.35. So if I remove this and I put in a water gauge, a stream gauge here, go back to 1 speed. Yeah. So this is now 0.35 and this is 0.35. So covering them also has no effect whatsoever on evaporation rates. So there we go. Nice and easy, nice quick one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll be back with more experimentation. I'm going to be figuring out crops, the ultimate crop irrigation layout to get the most farmland from the smallest amount of water transferred around. So stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Have fun.